All right, today I just wanted to cover with you what was taught to our students of America pre-1962 before prayer and the Bible were taken out of the schools. Here I have the English primer. This was America's first textbook that they used really from 1690 all the way up into the 1920s, 1930s. And you know what? They actually talked about or taught the difference between right and wrong. They have prayers in here about praying to Jesus Christ. Your ABCs, you learned about Adam and Eve. How about that? S stood for sin. H talked about holiness. G was godliness. F was foolishness. You go all the way throughout just this book here. It talked about the morals and values that the students of really they needed. And also here in the Bible study course of the Dallas High School, this was in 1946. The Board of Education approved of this, and this was a curriculum that they used, and the students earned high school credit learning about the New Testament. Here we have the Old Testament Bible study for the Dallas High School. Again, they would earn credit, and they learned about right and wrong. They learned about simple things about how God revealed himself throughout the Old Testament. All different aspects of the Bible they learned about and could receive high school credit for these. You look at the original dictionary, quite large, a lot of books that, this is a pretty thick dictionary that you won't see around today. But this was the Noah Webster original dictionary in 1828, and throughout this dictionary, when he uses, when he defines words, all throughout this dictionary, you find him using scripture verses to define words, and you find scripture filled throughout all of this dictionary. And so the question becomes, we remove all this stuff out of the schools, and we wonder why all of the social disorder is rising. If let me just read a few statistics to you. The criminal arrest of teens since 1962 is up 150% according to the U.S. Bureau of Census. Teen suicide is up 450% in the ages 15 to 19 according to the National Center of Health Services. Illegal drug activity, now get this one, is up 6,000% according to the National Institute of Drug Abuse. Child abuse cases are up 2,300% according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. SAT scores have fallen 10% since 1962. Violent crime, has risen 350% since 1962. So there's a common trend of things going backwards, or really negative things taking place from taking the Bible and taking prayer out of schools. So if it was common sense, why don't you go back to what was originally working when they actually had the Bible and prayer in schools? They didn't have all of these suicides, all of these teen pregnancies taking place. So here at KHM, we're endorsing that the Bible should be back in schools as it was from the beginning. As it was from the beginning, they had the Bible in schools. They were teaching fundamental Christian principles that were changing the lives of students. That actually makes sense. I'm pretty sure it's Albert Einstein who said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If we want to see a generation change, if we want to see these things change, we need to go do something different. And what we're currently doing is not working. And we believe here at KHM, we're providing a great resource. We're providing the best resource in the world, and that's the Bible to change the human heart.